Hi there, my name's Noni and I'm a counselling psychologist and I'm the owner and psychologist at Enhanced Life Psychology, and I am coming to you today mid-bike ride, but I'm coming to talk to you about mental health. So it's Mental Health Week, World Mental Health Day today, and along with a number of my colleagues in Australia, we are coming to you live on our various practice pages on Facebook to have a chat about what we do to manage our mental health. Hi there, Kim. I can see you watching. Welcome for joining me. Thank you. And so I suppose I wanted to start by talking a little bit about what we mean when we talk about mental health. So if we talk about physical health, we talk about might talk about our diet, managing a diet, eating a healthy, varied diet, lots of fruit and vegetables, lots of colour, bit of protein, bit of carbohydrates, a bit of dairy maybe, and we might talk about going to the doctor on a regular basis, for regular checkups if you need them. We might talk about doing some exercise. We might talk about other things that we might do for our physical health. We might wear sunscreen when we're outside in the sun, though some sun exposure is good for our mental health, obviously with appropriate sun protection and at the low UV times of the day. But when we think about mental health, it's what's going on up here. And there are a number of things that I do to manage my mental health, and obviously I'm riding my bike this afternoon just because I love riding my bike, but it also boosts my mood. And I did a number of rides over the weekend, as I always do, and you'll notice the jersey I'm wearing, and if you can read backwards, it says Knights of Suburbia, or KOS, with a crossed sword, which is our logo, which is about strength and standing up for who we are and what we stand for. And this logo over here is the Love Me, Love You Foundation logo that we work with to raise funds for. And yesterday, a big bunch of the Knights rode around the bay in a day yesterday, various distances, raising money for the Love Me, Love You Foundation, which is all about mental health awareness. But many of us have had brushes with mental health issues, struggles, and we've all come to that point where we go, actually, when I ride my bike or when I do exercise, I feel good and I feel better. And that's what I've come to. It's something that boosts my mood. And from a neurological perspective, in terms of what happens in the biochemistry of the brain, neurobiochemistry, our serotonin levels are increased, our dopamine levels are increased, norepinephrine is increased, I always forget that one, and anandamide, which is another nice little neurotransmitter, which gives us that what runners call a runner's high, and that boosts our mood, short term though. And so these things we know from biological, neurological evidence, they boost our mood. But riding my bike for me is a meditation. It's as one of my colleagues earlier, Patricia Gallagher, was talking about. She was talking about how running for her is a meditation of movement. And cycling does that for me as well. You get into a zone and you just ride, and it helps you ground yourself and be in the moment. And obviously there are times when I ride with other people, and so there's that social connection that boosts my mood and my mental health. And so for me, engaging with people on a social level boosts my mental health, and there's lots of evidence for that. Getting out in nature. I love riding along the beach, so this is where I am right now. along Bayside. I think it's North Brighton, along the Bay Trail. I love getting along the beach. I love going out to the mountains, to the alpine area and riding in the mountains, being exposed to nature and the environment and bush and wild areas is awesome for my mental health as well. So that's something that I do as well. And there have been times in my past where I've spoken to a psychologist myself too. And that's always speaking to someone, whether it's a friend or a professional psychologist or a mental health social worker or a counsellor or maybe even a psychiatrist, or you're just simply as your GP, your regular GP who you have a good relationship with. These are resources you can use to talk to, and that can boost your mood. I've always had, or your ability to cope. So I've always had that saying, and I can't remember, I think it was a Maeve Binchy novel that I read when I was an adolescent, that I came across the saying, a problem shared is a problem halved. And that's something that I use myself when I'm struggling with something. I have a chat with someone about it, and I might not solve the problem, but it feels a bit lighter. And I mentioned that earlier as well on my post, on my Instagram and Facebook post this morning. So thank you very much for Kim and Kate for watching me live, and I hope lots of other people can watch this and get something out of it, that even psychologists might need to have a chat with someone sometimes. And we also work to boost our mental health, so it's not just our ill health, which is what we often think about, but that's our health, it's our well-being. How do I maintain feeling good and feeling like myself? So for me, exercise, getting out in the nature, maybe seeing someone, chatting with someone, or maybe it's talking to someone. Yes, Kim, it is a beautiful day for a ride, although the wind is getting up, and I'm just going to flip the camera around and you can see the clouds coming in, because tomorrow is supposed to be a little bit different. It's supposed to be quite wet tomorrow, so I'm getting my ride in today. So that's obviously the weather coming in for tomorrow. So as always, I look to help you live your life enhanced. And if you would like to have a chat with me, you're more than welcome to contact me through Facebook or through my website, enhancelife.com.au, or you can post down below and send me a message through that. So thank you very much, and in mental health. Goodbye. See you.